everybody!
Welcome to Family Filler Games.
Today we're playing Trash Pandas. Trash Pandas is a two-to-four-player game. It takes about 4 minutes to play and stages 8+.
In Trash Pandas, each player takes on the role of a raccoon who is trying to collect the most food and shiny objects from the trash can. The player that is able to stash the most of these objects is the winner at the end of the game. Before we get started, we're going to go over an overview of some of the components and the cards that you'll see in the game.
Okay, so we have a dice here that have the same symbols as these. Depending on what you roll is what they do. The trash can lets you draw 2 cards.
Well, just make them write the card.
The tree lets you stash a card. You could choose any token for this to do. This one is you show a card. If they have it, then they stash it facing face up.
So just to clarify on this one, this recycle token here, this is kind of a wild token. So if you ever don't get one of the ones in the middle, you can actually swap this for one of those that have not been collected yet.
This token is you steal a card blindly from another player.
Okay.
And then this card is you can either stash it or you can discard it, but it only counts as one.
You can stash it or draw a card from the trash, is what that one is.
And so these are the cards that you stash. So there's a kita, and it says if a player tries to steal from you, you steal from them instead. So if a player gets this card and says, I choose Zoe, then I do that one. Doggo is you block a steal attempt and then draw 2 cards. Yum Yum is you force a player to control a rolling. But on the sides here is how many points you get. So it's like 4, 2, 0.
Oh, and also the Blammo only does 1, but it doesn't say. See, there's nothing that does 1.
The fish. Takes
fish.
a card. You can take a card from this card player. You can only play these cards if you stash a card. Blammo is kind of like you only get 1 roll. You can re-roll your last point roll, but it's only 1 point. It's a card that we have the most of. There's shiny. It's only worth 3 points if you're first, but it's still a stash card from the player. If you put it in your hand, Nairners, you ignore your last roll and you stop rolling. Resolve a token twice is the umpire. So basically, you stash these, and on the side it says how many points there are. So as I told you, Yum Yum and fish. Pie is 6 for first. Silver is second. So if you're second, you get 2 points, and then 1's bronze. You want to have the most points at the end of the... Well, not points. Well, yes. But you want to have the most cards that have the most points on them, if that makes sense.
So next we're going to go over the setup for the game Trash Pandas. So the first thing you'll do is you'll take out the 6 tokens, the dice. There's this token action card that explains what each of the tokens does. And then you shuffled all your other cards, and this makes up your trash can pile. You then deal out a number of cards depending on who's going to be first, second, third, fourth, etc. The order of who goes first is determined by who took the trash out last. So whoever took the trash out last is who will go first. So in that case, it's me. First player will get 3 cards. The second player will then get 4 cards. Third player will get 5 cards, and so on. And that's essentially the setup of the game Trash Pandas. And now we'll do I'll kind of walk you through the turn order as we play as well. So the first thing you'll do on your turn is you're going to roll this dice, and you'll collect whatever item is that you rolled the dice for. So I rolled the double trash cans. So I took the double trash can token from the center of play. Now at this point, I can either choose to press my luck and keep rolling, or I can end my turn and just take this action at this point and draw these 2 cards. But then my turn would be over. The disadvantage with pushing your luck, though, is if you ever roll the same symbol of a token that you've already taken, you bust and don't get to do any of the actions. There are certain cards in your hand, like the blammo that she went over, that will let you ignore your last roll. There's cards that, like Nanner's cards you pointed out, let you ignore your last roll and just stop completely. There's also cards that other players can play against you that she went over that will actually force you to keep going if you do decide to quit.
And there's some that actually makes this one count as 2.
Correct. So I'm going to, since I've only rolled the one time, I'm actually going to keep rolling and press my luck. So I've got the double stash and the double draw. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. All right, so I got the mask card. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my turn right now. So at this point, I can resolve these 3 action tokens that I've got. I can resolve them in any order. So, and when I resolve it, I'll just put it back in the middle. So I'm going to do the double trash cans first. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards.
And he keeps his cards in his hand.
And there's no limit to how many cards you can have in your hand or that you stash. And then next I'm actually going to do the mask token symbol. So what this is I draw 1 card and I show it to the other players. So it's an pie card. And if either of the other players have an pie card, they can actually stash it for free. Normally when you stash cards, you'll stash them face down, but in the case of one of these masked ones, if you're stashing it, you have to stash it face up. So she's got an pie that she's actually going to stash, so she's stashing that face up, and then I get to put this in my hand.
But he cannot stash the card that he just got.
Correct. The person that draws it does not get to stash it. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this last action here, which is the stash 2 cards, and I'm going to stash. Do that one and that one. Okay, so I'm doing my stash pile face down because I didn't have to do it face up because of that action there. So at that point, my turn is over since I resolved them. One other thing I was going to mention is if you do bust and you don't have any cards that let you ignore it or re-roll or anything like that, you'll always end your turn by drawing 1 card if you busted. Since I didn't bust, I don't get to draw one at the end of my turn though. So at this point, it'll move on to him, and he'll get to go. Go ahead and.
I'm not sure if he said, but when you bust,
Okay, so you got
none of that counts. No matter what you do, none of it counts.
Okay, so he got the double trash can twice in a row. So do you have a card that lets you re-roll that you want to use? Okay. So instead of stashing, he's actually going to discard his Nanner's card that says ignore your last roll and choose to stop. So
now I can draw.
Yep, so you don't get to roll anymore, but you do get to resolve that. So you get to draw 2 cards.
Oh, I got another Nanner's for my,
Well, don't tell us. We don't want to know.
Well, you already will. It's like, no, I already saw you draw.
Well, we saw you discard. I didn't see what you drew.
Aiden,
And with that, it moves on to her turn.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. I'm a freaking trash panda. Not a raccoon, trash panda.
I have a raccoon tail. I own one. Also a raccoon.
Should I?
I don't know. It's up to you. You can press your luck.
Yep.
Ooh, she got that.
I'm done.
Okay, she's done. Does anybody have a card?
You want to
No, I don't have anything I want to play. So she, with this wild symbol, she can actually replace it for one that's in the middle that she didn't roll. Go ahead and choose which one you want.
We've done both of those and do this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down and I'm going to blindly take one of the cards and I can choose. I'm going to take one of your cards.
Okay, she's gonna steal from
Did
me.
you not hear me say woo?
I've got a doggo card that says block, steal attempt, and then draw 2 cards. So she didn't get a steal from me, and I actually get a benefit of drawing 2 cards out of that.
Remember when I had like 3 casts and you guys all tried stealing from me, but I got steal from you instead?
What's that one card that it's like reverse and it isn't a Kita, but it's in a doggo, and I can do it?
I don't know. Just keep going.
So I can stash 2 cards, or I can stash up to 2 cards.
She can do 2, yeah, stash up to 2 cards. She doesn't have to stash 2. If she doesn't have to, she can stash or even wants to stash. So, and she'll do them face down, yep.
Yeah, it's fun to lose Skylar.
She stashed 1. So she used that, and so on this last token, she can either stash another card or draw.
Also, a technique that we usually use is we draw and then we stash.
Yeah, I found it more beneficial to draw first because then you have more options possibly in your hand before you do the stash one.
So hint.
So, got that. Got the still.
I'm going to cock-a-doodle-doo.
And I got the recycle. I am going to stop there.
As you can tell, my life sucks because I literally rolled the trash can right as I stopped.
Well, I'm going to swap that for the trash can one. So I'm going to use that first to draw 2 cards. Guys, quiet. And then I'm going to stash 2 cards. Let's stash. I'm going to stash these 2. So I used that. And then I'm going to still. Let's try stealing from you. I'm going to steal from you.
Okay.
Why is nobody caring about me?
Do you have a card to
No.
block? Okay, so I get to randomly take a card. Okay. And with that, my turn is done, and it moves on to him.
Can I just play a card now?
Nope, you got to roll first.
Yeet.
Okay, you got to recycle one.
It was already on. Yeet.
Maybe if you rolled better, you wouldn't have a high chance of getting tickets. Okay, do you want to stop, or are you going to press? Okay, you're stopping? Okay. So he's stopping. Do you have, or what do you want to swap?
Can I do this?
Do you want to stash it or play it? You can, but just a sec. So your recycle symbol. What do you want to exchange that for first?
That's a slobbery doggo.
So decide which one you want. Do you want
What do these cards do again?
This is the draw 2. This is the still. You want the still one? Okay. So we'll put that back there. Okay. So instead.
I'm stealing from myself.
So on the cards at the bottom, how they have those actions. There's certain actions where they can get played, based on certain conditions. There's other ones where you can only play it if you're using it in lieu of doing a stash action.
Oh my god!
So instead of stashing it, you would
Dad, look
discard
what I
it
just did. I dropped my card.
and use the action. Oh, that's
Pretty
pretty crazy.
princess.
Okay.
Pretty princess. Question. Can you not do one of those? Is it optional, or do you have to do it?
You don't have to do it. No. Okay. So what are you going to do first? You're going to still. You're going to stash. What are you going to do?
I'm going to steal from you
You're going to steal from me.
and take all of your money.
Okay, I don't have anything I can use. Don't look at my cards, cheater. You either.
I can see it. You're basically pointing them to
Okay,
me.
well, don't.
This one.
Okay.
This
Okay,
one.
so you stole from me. Okay, you gonna stash?
Yep.
So you're gonna stash, or are you gonna do the mask one?
Oh, this is fun. Well, I may stash, so I can stash it away.
Okay, so stash up to 2 cards. Remember, do them face down. Okay, so he's stashing those 2. Okay,
14.
now your last action is to draw this top card.
Or I can stash.
No, we can't
I
stash
ain't
that.
stashing.
Show it to us because we need to see what it is, because we can stash it for free if we want to. So it's a Blammo card. Blammos let you either re-roll your last die, or you can get 1 point for each Blammo that's been stashed.
No, thank you.
So put that in your hand.
This is
No,
fish.
thank you.
I am actually going to stash one of the Blammo cards here, and I have to do it face up because it was part of that mask action. So, and that he's used all his tokens up. It goes back to her now.
the vacuum.
Okay,
into the
she's
vacuum.
done. I'm surprised none of us have busted yet. This is
Yeah.
unusual. All right.
No,
go.
that right as I won, I busted.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You did bust on your very first one, huh?
That's what you call my luck sucks. That's
Okay, so you just used this, right?
Yeah, and I did that.
You did 3 stashes?
That I think we have.
Oh, you drew and then stashed
I
twice?
think I know why we haven't. That I think I know why.
She wants to steal from you. Do you have a doggo or a
Actually,
kiddo?
never mind. Dad, I
The
want to
blocks?
steal from you. You have more cards, I think. Who has more cards?
I have 4. He's got more.
I want to steal from you.
From me?
No,
Zane?
from Zane.
Okay, yeah, you only have 1 more, but it's still
Hey,
more.
no. Just make her
Oh,
pick
okay.
from me.
I see what you're doing. Okay, pick one of his cards. This is
Ta-da.
a stash pile.
Yes.
There are certain cards that will let you steal from the stash pile of somebody,
now
but
it
not
doesn't
that
sound
one.
like
It's called shiny.
What did you steal?
That's right, the shiny.
Fish.
Oh, fish! Give me my
Okay,
fish
so my
back.
turn.
Can I get a drink of water?
Dad, can I have my
Yeah,
fish
go
back?
grab a drink of water.
No, to put the fish in?
All right. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop, and I'm going to exchange this for, let's do this one there. So I'm going to do that first, draw 2,
I'm gonna go see if my chalky milk is still good.
and then I'm going to stash 2 cards for that one. And I'm actually going to use this last one as a draw action instead. And on that, my turn is over. One thing we haven't discussed yet is because we've all stopped before we kind of risked it too much, is if you do happen to collect all 6 of these tokens without rolling the same one, for that second time that would cause you to bust, you actually can then take another turn, but on that second turn you can actually only collect up to 3 possible tokens on that second turn. Your turn.
You can only do that if you're holding by your hand much with Lamos.
Okay, so yes, I'm definitely gonna try and steal that fish from Zoe.
Scotch card. Skirt, room,
Ooh, you gonna stop?
Yes!
Keep going? Oh, he's stopping. Okay.
Manually color cycling.
All right, bud. So what are you gonna do first?
The legacy.
Okay, we'll choose one of your tokens and do it.
It's a
I forgot. No, stupid hand.
Okay.
Not me.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm gonna steal from Zoe.
Okay, so you're using your still one. So what are your
Yes.
cards? Okay. Go ahead and take
the
one.
fish.
I don't know.
No! I want the
Okay.
fish.
So that one's been used. Okay, so now do your next one.
Go.
I don't want to stash.
Draw
What?
2.
What are the chances? What are the chances?
I don't know. Don't show us what you got though.
Sorry.
Okay. Next action, bud.
I'm actually being helpful. 1 second.
You're gonna stash 2 first, or
1 second. I'm just sorting my cards. I'm just gonna. The silence. I'm definitely just gonna put the bit.
Bubble guppies.
I'll put a the blank over there because I don't want to put another one down.
okay. So you did that. Now do that one. So remember, show us the card face up that you draw.
Okay.
Show it to us.
Kitty.
So it's a kit and then so go. You busted.
Cheater.
So she busted, sucker. So you have to draw a card. I got that. Got that. Got that. Got that.
Do it one more time. I dare you.
I dare you.
Play a yum yum
I'm
card.
gonna do this.
What?
And I'm going to, should I do it or should I stop?
You should do it.
I should do it. Well, I'm going to stop then. Aha, I made you waste that. So he played his Yum Yum, force another player to continue to roll. Oh, and I did it. I got all 6. That's the first time I've ever done that. So
I actually just
I'm going to steal from Zoe.
Man, should we just let this man win the game?
Alright.
And I'm going to stash with that. And then I'm going to draw 2 with that.
What do you
Squat. Wait, what do you do if you get all 6?
You get to take a second turn, but the most you can, most tokens you can collect on that second turn is 3. And so then I'm going to stash.
My guns are so
Let me play.
And then I'm going to draw for this one.
I'm still technically learning how to play the game.
So I drew a Blammo, guys. If you guys want to stash a Blammo,
No.
okay.
Push it. Wait, no.
And then this
no,
I don't
no,
do.
no.
You can stash a Blammo. Go ahead. You should do it face up though. So on that I don't get to use because I had to collect everything. So, so now I get to take my second turn. Get that.
Hey guys, I was just telling you to like and subscribe.
Get
right
that.
now, please. Okay, goodbye.
Bananas.
Oh, so
Shut up.
I busted. I'm gonna discard a Blammo. It lets me re-roll my die. I got that again, so I'm gonna do another Blammo.
How many bananas do you have?
I got that. And I'm gonna do, oh wait, that's the most I can do because I got the 3. So I'm gonna draw
Wait,
this.
why can't you roll even more?
Because if I've collected all 6, I can only do 3 the next round.
I was gonna make
So
you do it again.
I got a Kidda if you guys want to stash a Kidda.
No!
Okay?
No, I'm not stashing my kitten.
So that was that
My
one.
kitten.
Wait.
And then I'm gonna steal from Zane.
No!
Oh, still for me.
Why, you have hardly any cards.
Exactly.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
supposed to be done.
Okay, let me see your cards so I can steal one.
Yeah, let me grab the whole thing a little bit.
Just trying to hide that.
Not playing.
Okay, and then
I wasn't trying to hide it. I just suck at doing
I can
whatever
stash
this
2
is.
cards with this. So
Oh,
I'm
he
gonna
gave me a
stash
kitten and
those.
2 yum-yums.
And then I did the still. So, okay, your turn, dude. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use this, my trash can icon to draw 2 cards. And then this last one, I'm actually going to go ahead and just draw this last card. This is when the game ends, is once there's no more trash can cards to draw, the active player, who's me, finishes resolving their turn. And
Can I stash a card right now?
nope, because it's my turn, and
This one
if
has
I have other actions I can do after drawing the last one, I can still do those. I don't because I resolved everything. So at that point, whatever's in our hands, we basically just discard into the discard
I want
pile.
to stash one really bad.
Go ahead and discard.
And now it's time
And then
for
at this
sword.
point, we'll do the scoring. So you'll take your stash pile and you'll put them into the groups.
Oh, nanners,
Based off of
nanners.
the-
Oh, gosh.
Card names.
I thought there was 4 in here. Oh, wait, there was.
Wow, I suck at this.
Okay. So,
Me and Zoe tied on the Blamos
I
thing.
got quite a few, but okay. So let's start with the Yum Yums. Who has the most Yum Yums?
I'm none.
I have none.
So they had
think
none.
I lost.
I had 1, so I'm the only one that had 1. So I got 4 points. Who's got the most?
Manners?
Pies?
So we've done that. Yeah, let's do the pies
I don't
next.
have any. You.
So I have 4. Do you have any?
I have 2.
You have 2. So I get 6 points, and you get 2, and she gets 2 points.
He has 10
So I'm at
points.
10. She's at 2. He's at 0. Nanners, I have 3.
I have 4.
He's got 4.
I have none.
Okay.
I saved
So
up
he
those
gets
names.
7 points.
Yeah.
And then second and third place get 0 for the
And I get
Niners.
nothing.
So he's
I
got
lost.
7.
I only have 7. I didn't even get anything for this stupid
You
blame.
get 1 each for your Blamos. So you're at 9. He's at 9 total.
No, but Zoe also has 2.
It doesn't matter who. Everybody gets points for their Blamos. Fish.
I have 3.
How many fish do you have, Zoe?
Fish.
1.
Dad, you're saying
I
it
have
wrong.
4.
Fish.
So I had
have
5.
3
Dad, you just say fish.
And you have 3 Blamos.
No, I have 2.
2 Blamos. Okay, I've got 2
You need to
Blamos.
say, like,
And
fish.
shinies. Who's got the shinies?
Me.
Okay, so we both have 1 shiny. So if in the event of a tie, each player takes the.
Each person battles it out, and whoever gets a black eye first gets a point.
No, that's not how it works. Each player gets the max value. Each player gets the max value minus 1, so we both get 2 points. So he had 9 total. I had 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 total. And she had 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these two both had 9. We hope you've enjoyed this overview of how to play the game Trash Pandas.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe.
If you have any board games you want us to play, please comment them below. We'd really like